Welcome to the Marketing Revolution podcast. This is the underground movement of savage marketers from all over the world. We are not Fortune 500 companies. We are real entrepreneurs with real businesses that have one major thing in mind: to set goals and devour them daily. Because we understand that everyone wants to eat, but only savage marketers are willing to do the hunt. Now let's get this revolution started. Hey, what's up, everybody? John Hiley here with the Marketing Revolution podcast and the Marketing Savage Facebook group, coming to you guys today with another episode, and it is Saturday night at 5:56 p.m. I'll be dropping this podcast here in just a moment. Unfortunately, we could not do our first couple show tonight because the wifey is feeling a little bit under the weather. Me and her have both had a stomach flu over the last 3 days. And today is really the first day that I've been able to function. I've been able to come back over here to the shop. I have worked from home over the last couple of days. And, but you guys know that I'm on 75 hard and I am on phase 1, which is ridiculously fucking hard. And I have completed every single one of my tasks every day. So I'm super happy about that. And but the wife called a little while ago. I'm over here trying to catch up on some stuff that I needed to get done for the weekend. Actually, before we launched the course, I was finishing up a few tutorials. I'm going to be launching the Marketing Savage University course this coming up, next week. God, is it Friday or Saturday? I don't know, whatever day, the day after Christmas. But anyhow, hey, I'm winning. I'm on the literally the winning side of this stomach flu. It's been fucking horrible. I mean, it's the worst part about it. Like, I was talking to Thomas Keenan the other day, and he had dealt with some shit during his phase 1 75 hard as well. And the worst part about it by far was the cold showers. Like, when you feel like shit, the cold showers are 10 times worse. It's like you're almost like paralyzed trying to jump into them. You're like, you feel so fucking horrible and you want to jump into this like ice cold shower and you're just like, what the fuck am I doing? Why the fuck am I doing this? But I got it done every day. So I got all my tasks finished today as well. And I'm happy because everything's going to be downhill from here. I think I'm getting close to, I don't know if I'm on day 19 or day 20, but some real winning going on here. On the good side, on the good side, me and the wife spent a lot of time together, and it was kind of cool because we just, we hung out on the couch, and I had the computer in my lap the whole time, and then I would stop and put the computer on the floor, and we would lay there and we would just watch some of a movie, and we would talk about it, and we'd play with our dogs, and so it was some cool time. It was kind of like an extended weekend, so definitely not complaining. And it's the weirdest thing. We were talking about this early, how there's a certain point in life where you can start like enjoying the painful moments, or at least you can find something in them that you can say, man, I'm glad this happened because guess what? I got to spend some time home with my wife. We got to talk. We got to laugh. We watched all these Christmas movies. Like we watched Elf. And that's by far, Elf is a movie that you can watch over and over again. It just continues to, it just doesn't get old, I can't remember what other movies we watched. We watched a bunch of them. Some weird Lifetime movie, like, because most of the time I'm on the computer, so she's going to pick like half the shit she wants to watch. And you know how women are, man. They be picking them Lifetime movies, all kinds of, or even worse. I don't know if y'all's wife does this shit. I'll be catching her watching them movies with them women that kill them men, like women that go crazy and fucking kill the men. And I'm like, oh, shit. Better never do nothing wrong to that girl. But, something I was thinking about today, guys. I'm in here and I'm doing a course, and I actually just did a live video inside of the Facebook group talking about, some of the the different structures of the systemizing course. I'm literally on the tail end of it on the last few videos. And one of the big realizations that hit me today, I was watching Manny Wolf. I don't even like. I've done some. Manny Wolf put me on his. He had like an online summit, and had interviewed me on there, and it was cool. And but I hadn't really got a chance to listen to much of Manny's stuff because he's like literally interviewing me. And it just happened that I pulled up on my phone, and he went live, and I'm like, okay, let's check it out. Let's see what he's about. He was talking about some shit that kind of resonated with me because it's some things that I was thinking about personally, because I'm going to be launching this funnel here over the, over Christmas and going into New Year's, all the way up to New Year's Day. And it's incredible the way marketing has taken a turn, because years ago, it was all about all these fucking outlandish claims. It was all about these dudes like fucking flying in G5 jets and trying to convince you that if you bought their, 7-step course for $49, that, you could potentially be flying in a G5 jet very soon, very quickly, with their, strategies and techniques and all this kind of stuff. And there was a lot of, it was very, very overinflated, very overinflated, and a lot of big claims being made that really let a lot of people down, because the majority of people are just not going to fucking own an airplane. It's just the way it is. You got to realize, if you own a full-size fucking airplane, you're one of the very, very fucking elite motherfuckers that do that. And would we all? I guess I don't know that everybody would like to own an airplane. I don't even think I would want one. I would like to have a NetJet subscription, but I don't want to like do the maintenance or be involved in it or anything. To me, it sounds like trouble. But to a lot of people, maybe that sounds good, but to a lot of people, I think that it doesn't. But what's happening out there is people are swaying away from these super fucking outlandish claims. What's happening is these like kind of like these online gurus that have been, pushing this message over and over again. I don't care if you got $100 in your pocket, I'll show you how to make 500 million, overnight. And which is just a flat out lie. These guys have been exposed over and over again to, like, they're selling their courses now for like, God, man, I was watching over Black Friday and going into this weekend, and I'm not going to mention names because I don't hate on anybody. I mean, they're still doing their thing. I think they're going to get the message eventually. They're going to get the message that things are changing, that people don't want to buy into fucking bullshit, crazy, outrageous claims anymore. People want real truth, authenticity, real life connection, and people want to be genuinely helped. So most people, if you could tell them that they could double their income, that would be, imagine if you could double anything in your life. Imagine if you could double your fucking health. Imagine if you could double your income. Imagine if you could double the price of your car. Imagine if you could double the price of your house, right? You could go on and on. Most people would be happy with double, not 10x everything, right? I mean, it just, to me, I think people are stepping away from them bold claims. And what actually tells me that is I'm looking at some of their subscriptions and some of the things that they're selling and some of their courses, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, because a lot of them target me. And here's the thing, guys, when I see an ad from anybody, I'll click on it and I'll look at it, because I always like to look at the retargeting ads, because I'm always studying them. I'm always seeing what they're doing. I'm trying to study the market. And but the craziest shit is that they're selling their shit for practically nothing, like nothing. Like, God, there was one guy, and again, I'm just not going to get into throwing names out there because I actually admire a lot of them, but it's just these big outrageous claims and like the old way of doing shit. He's selling like every one of his courses. There's like fucking 30 different courses, like everything you could possibly imagine, up and down, left and right, all kinds of shit for like $49. He like, all these courses are worth, $29,000, but you can get them all over this weekend for $49. That goes to tell me that shit's getting played out, man. If you got to sell everything you've ever fucking created, and we're talking about, supposedly $30,000 worth of courses that you've created over a lifetime for $49, that tells me that there's a turn. Like shit's changing. It's fucking played out. If not, it's got to be played out soon. And one of the things I ask myself is, what would I want in this situation? Because I look at their shit and I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy these crazy, outrageous claims and shit like that. People claiming to make you multi-millionaire, billionaire, fucking shit like that overnight. I know what it takes, and I surround myself with people that are multi-millionaires. I'm in it, and I know what it's taken each and every fucking one of them to get there. And it's all been a lot of hard work. Yes, you can work yourself out of work, right? You can, the smart people systemize their business, and they put things in place, and they make it run right, so shit will just move without them, right? But in the beginning, it takes a lot of fucking hard work. It takes a lot of learning. It takes a lot of understanding. And I think people are just tired of getting tricked, and people just want to see transparency, which I love. And for me and my course, it's the long haul. This is a long journey for me. This is me looking at what this thing looks like 6 months from now. This is me looking at then again what it looks like a year from now, and then what it looks like 2 years from now. I was actually pondering and considering, what does it look like when I hit 50? So I just turned 40. What does this thing that I'm building, this momentum that I'm building, look like when I hit 50? Because that's what I really care about. I mean, I live my dream life anyway. I've got everything that I've ever wanted. I live in the house that I've always wanted. I'm living the life that I've always wanted. I'm able to sit here and talk to you guys. I'm able to share my marketing skills. I'm able to share my marketing savage way. Here's what you guys don't understand, is that this is what I've been wanting to step into for years. I've been out in the real world running fucking multiple businesses, just distribution companies, fucking manufacturing, automotive care, retail. I mean, online education, not in teaching people how to build online education, and actual educating automotive industry folks. This is the type of shit that I'm in, that I'm involved in. But this is me. This is how I fueled all that. And this is how I was able to step away from all of that and it still runs, and it still moves, and it still provides. And I'm able to build this here with you guys today. So, that's the type of shit I'm just going to let you guys know that you're not going to get from me. You're not going to see any like crazy, fucked up, outlandish claims. You're not going to see me tell you that you don't need to work hard to anybody who tells you that shit, I just laugh. I can hardly even, it's hard for me to even let it roll off my tongue, that tells you that hard work is not involved with building something. They're fucking crazy. You would want to do the hard work, man. That's what builds your character. The truth of the matter is, your character is built in the fucking journey. And that's the one thing that they can't take away from you. If it didn't take like work and effort and understanding and knowledge, and God, man, I was listening to Andy Frisella the other day, and he was talking to Zachary Babcock on his podcast, which we're going to have Zachary on here, I think on the 4th of January. But I was listening to Andy Frisella on that podcast. And the first fucking 10 years of his business, he was just trying to like not get put out of business. He said that they made $60,000 in 10 years. He had to work in the evenings as a bouncer, or doing odd jobs, shit like that. They were like fucking, I think they were like pouring concrete, shit like that, just to make money to fuel their supplement store. They were living in the fucking store. That's the type of shit that these online gurus are not going to tell you what it takes to get to the top. I guarantee you right now, if you would ask Andy if he would trade that experience for anything in the world, he would tell you, fuck no, because it built the character in him today that created a man that deserves to run $100 million company, probably more than that now. That's what is built in him today. So what I'm telling you guys is this: just don't plan on hearing that shit come from me. Yeah, am I creating something that's going to be a mentorship? Am I creating something that I'm going to give you value? But yeah, are you going to have to fucking work for it? Are you going to have to go out there and do things in your business? I'm going to teach you how to work smarter, not harder. I'm going to teach you these things. But guess what? That shit takes time too. That shit takes effort. And it doesn't matter. You systemized your company. You built it out. I'm a fan of doing it early on when you're the only person in your fucking business. You know, but that doesn't mean you're going to have the money right off the bat to be able to pay for a manager. You know, that's shit that you earn over time. That's shit that you fucking earn over time. And, you know, just like I told you guys that I found pleasure earlier in my sickness with my wife, I was able to say, you know, like she was getting all like down and out, man. She gets all down and out about it. That's probably why she doesn't want to be on the podcast tonight, but she was getting all down and out about it. And I told her, I was like, look, we just spent all this time together. I thought it was fucking amazing. You know, it was fun. It was, you know, reminded me like back in the day when you got sick and you were home from school and, you know, you're hanging out with your best friend, right? But it just happens to be my wife. And so, you know, that being said, you can find, like, even in your struggle when you're moving to the top, there's a lot to be found there. You know, there's a lot to be appreciated there because there's going to be learning lessons every step of the way that's going to take you and get you to that next level. But don't expect that shit to just come because you bought somebody's fucking $49 course. It's just the way it is. You know, I'm all about educating yourself though. Maybe that $49 course has a lot of shit in it that can help somebody. But, you know, don't think that you're going to be jumping on a G5 just because you bought a $49 course. It's going to take taking that knowledge, applying it, and putting action behind it, and putting action behind it for a length of time where you're not even sure if it's ever going to fucking work. At some point, you're going to have the faith that shit is going to happen. And you got to have the determination to never stop until it does. You kind of mince them together with some fucking ingenuity and a good product and a good service, whatever it is that you're in. You're going to get there. But that shit's never going to happen overnight, and neither should it. Because you deserve the character that you're going to be building on that journey. And without that, with you getting it overnight, you'd be robbed from that. And at any point, people could take away your shit like a fucking thief in the night, and you'd be left the same fucking fuck that didn't earn it to begin with. You'd be left behind as that same fuck that never earned it to begin with. So that being said, y'all, I appreciate you. Hope you guys enjoyed this Saturday night podcast. And as usual, I want to see you on the next one.